I almost get like a Pop Rocks feeling on my tongue, like just a tiny bit of. Man, it's like that's old man talk. I don't know what Pop Rocks are.
Heck, or Pop Rocks.
But hey everybody, I'm Rob.
Hey, I'm Joe.
And I'm Matt.
And you're watching the Bluegrass Whiskey Review.
Hey, what do we got tonight, guys?
We got Buffalo Trace. We got both a store pick from Liquor Barn, and then we just have your regular Buffalo Trace as well.
Yeah, pretty exciting pickup yesterday. At Liquor Barn here in Louisville, we were able to snag a couple bottles of their most recent store pick. So pretty excited to give that a taste.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for this tried and true bourbon around here in Louisville. So, Buffalo Trace, kind of a little backstory and history. Buffalo Trace, I don't think many people really understand where the name Buffalo Trace comes from. You can really trace it back to, you know, Daniel Boone coming through the Gap, Cumberland Gap, coming here from Virginia to Kentucky, you know, keep marching his way out west. But the Buffalo Trace lineage is when the buffalo used to clear those paths down through, you know, vegetation, the woods, everything else that was here. This specific Buffalo Trace came down from the Ohio River all the way down to Frankfort, Elkhorn Creek, which present day Buffalo Trace sits upon. So pretty cool name, pretty cool history.
Yeah, for sure. And Buffalo Trace has only been around since '99. So I know there's a huge, quite a long list for distilleries. The name changes of the distilleries. It became Buffalo Trace in '99, but it was a few names before that, right?
Yeah, way before that. You know, we can trace it all the way back to Taylor Distilling. And then you had George C. Stagg Distillery, you had OFC Distillery. Of course, there's that Great Fire that they had to basically rebuild everything. And then now, present day, you have Buffalo Trace. Yeah, and you're exactly correct. Kind of rebranded, re-imaged after the the purchase of Sazerac Company, getting back to that family lineage, and then you have Buffalo Trace that we know it today.
Perfect. Now, Matt, do you think this is? When I think of Buffalo Trace, I think it's. I mean, I really started revisiting Buffalo Trace just a little while back. I hadn't had Buffalo Trace for a while. Had some Buffalo Trace. It was a great pour, very solid pour. The price point is great, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But I mean, do you think if you're suggesting to a friend, I mean, to me, I think Buffalo Trace falls right into, yeah, grab it up.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with it. You can, at least here in Kentucky, you can pretty much get it just about any store you walk into. It's on the shelves quite a bit here in Kentucky and surrounding areas, up in Ohio as well.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's sort of crazy to think about the allotment of Buffalo Trace, right?
Yeah.
But how about we give it a try, guys?
That works.
Let's pour it up.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and try the Buffalo Trace, just the regular. We're gonna try the store pick afterwards. But the regular Buffalo Trace, with both of them, they're 90 proof. There's no age statement on them, but generally about 8 to 9 years.
Good deal.
Anybody know what mash bill it is?
Mash bill 1.
Mash bill 1?
So it's mash bill 1 is a lower rye, is that correct?
That's correct, yeah. It's in that family, that little rye family.
Gotcha.
Less than 10%.
Perfect. How about we do a little pouring and
go ahead and pour her up.
See what we get out of there. Now we did bring a second glass for that store pick, so that's plenty good.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
It's got a great, real light golden
Almost
color
amber
to it. Yeah, it's getting to that amber color. It's not, dark in any means or anything like that, but
yeah, I've heard russet as the color, but
that's a good one. Okay,
rusted.
Russet.
Russet.
Hopefully not rusted.
Rusted.
But yeah, beautiful color.
I mean, very easy on the nose. When you're getting 90 proof, you're getting down there.
A lot of vanilla.
Yeah, I get that light fruit. I don't know if my nose is just entwined to that, or I get like pear,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of that, sort of like that grainy smell. I'm sure it's from the corn, but sort of that almost like a hay bale type of.
There you go. Yeah. That's nice, but it is. You know, I just had that first drink, and man, if you know, if I were to do this blind, and you were going to tell me this was $25 bourbon, then I probably would tell you're lying. It's super easy to drink. You know, I say a lot of flavor, but they're really light. You know, I think a little bit of butter, some of that light fruit.
I thought it was a little oily.
Yeah.
On the tongue a little bit.
No, it's really got a decent mouthfeel to it.
Doesn't have that bite you get with some bourbons. You know, some of your cheaper bourbons, you can get that bite and kind of burns going down, a little spicy and a little hot. But with this for $25, I don't get it.
Not a lot of the rye, you know, on the back end because it's that mash bill one. You know, getting it up there to the 8 or 9 years aging is you're going to cool it down, you're going to melt it. Being a 90 proof then too, it's you know super simple to drink. Got some good light flavors to it. There's nothing overpowering in there.
Yeah, just I'm getting a little bit of nutmeg. I almost get like a Pop Rocks feeling on my tongue, like just a tiny bit of. Man, it's like that's old man talk. I don't know what Pop Rocks are.
But Pop Rocks.
But once it settles down, a little bit, almost maybe a little bit of pumpkin in there, but I may be overthinking it too. But just a great all-around pour. Again, you can't beat it for the price. I know there's lots of folks always on the groups and stuff like that looking for it. It seems to be hard to find in certain places. Luckily, I haven't really struggled myself to get it, but definitely I think the store picks were gone yesterday for sure. So if you can get a VT store pick, then for sure grab it up for $25. So.
Yes, what do we think, guys? Is it a buy it? Is it a persuade your friend to buy it, or is it persuade your friend he should leave it on the shelf?
I would buy it, and I would persuade my friend to buy it as well. It's a good starter bourbon, in my opinion, and it's a good one to have around too for parties and to get out for your friends, in my opinion.
Sure. Yeah, you're not breaking the bank on your buddy with the heavy pouring abilities. That's usually me. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. It's you know, buy it. If you got a bottle, you don't need to buy it. You know, it's probably going to be back there on the shelf when you get it. But you're right. You know, easy drinking bourbon. Somebody that's new, or you're going to have some friends or family over, and maybe they're just getting into it. It's a great one to get out. It's not going to be overpowering, and it's got a cool story too. You know, everybody knows Buffalo Trace, so for sure.
And you can normally find it in the 175 as well.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of stores have that, especially around the holidays too.
Make for a great eggnog.
Yeah.
So you guys want to compare this to our Liquor Barn Select?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Pretty similar color on this one. Yeah. I don't have them side by side. It almost looks slightly lighter than the other, but really close. You still got
I left a little bit in there to kind of do a comparison. Probably not enough. It's pretty close. I'd actually say the Liquor Barn might be a little bit more amber, but
Gotcha.
I got my hand in front of it, you know. Who knows?
Sure thing.
It's comparable for sure.
I haven't met a Buffalo Trace store pick I haven't liked, so.
Yeah. Yeah, when your base product is, tried and true, something you can pick up any day and drink.
Exactly.
It's not going to get any worse.
Yeah, nice and soft on the nose. I think I definitely get that pear
you
were talking about.
I feel like those aromas are just more pronounced, right? Almost the same flavor profile. I get a real light pear. Let's see here. I get more of that farm or almost like a dew type smell. Like you're walking out in the morning and you're smelling that dew come off the ground. I don't know how to earthy maybe. Is it earthy?
Yeah. Maybe some florals in there. There's definitely on the tongue. It doesn't have that sensation that I got out of the standard Buffalo Trace.
Mm-hmm.
Super. I mean, it just the finish is really nice. Nice and not much of a a hug there or anything like that. It's super super nice going down for sure. So when we're talking something that you just want to have after dinner or something like that, or with your friends, I think that's a wonderful pour for sure. Great job, Liquor Barn, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think everything's there from the first bottle. I feel like it's just a little bit more pronounced, right? It gives you a little bit more of that flavor.
I think it's a little sweeter than the first
yeah,
one.
yeah.
It's a little sweeter.
And the mouthfeel is just about the same.
Yeah.
It's but these Buffalo Trace store picks, they're coming in at the same retail price as your regular Buffalo Trace. So,
What'd y'all pay for this one? $24.99. Is that what it was?
$24.99. We're good friends over at Liquor Barn. So you see a store pick Buffalo Trace. For me, it's definitely a buy. You're not going to get any worse off than you are with your regular Buffalo Trace, and that's a good bottle to start with at $24.99. Now, if it's getting up there and you're seeing some liquor stores selling these for double the price, maybe not.
Yeah. If you can get it for under $30, I would recommend it.
Sure, and I think it's always nice. We're lucky here in Louisville. We've got quite a few of these liquor stores that have the opportunity to try their store picks before you even buy it. So, even if it costs you, a few bucks or something, if you've got something great, or you might pass on it and go with the regular. So, good stuff. Well,
another great, I think, point about store picks and doing these Louisville kind of raffles or email distributions. We got a chance to meet some great friends out there just waiting in line.
Yeah.
We weren't out there at 5:30 in the morning or anything. We definitely showed up right at 8 o'clock and got us a bottle. But shout out to the the Bourbon community in Louisville. You're never going to meet a stranger when you go out there. So.
And a lot of times too, people bring bottles and they'll do a bottle share sitting in line. A lot of people bring lawn chairs. Everybody sits there, and I wouldn't say it's a party, but it's a social gathering.
Yeah. So come on out and say hi to us at Bluegrass Whiskey Review. We'll probably be together, and maybe next time we'll have some shirts.
There you go. So I get the consensus, guys, that on both of these, it's definitely we would buy and we would persuade someone to buy, right?
Absolutely.
So definitely one to go after. If you get a chance to check out the distillery, make sure to check that out as well. One of the best tours around for sure. So.
And stay tuned. We also picked up the Weller Antique store pick from Liquor Barn yesterday, so we will be tasting that probably another maybe 3 or 4 episodes. But we'll start tasting that as well and do a review on that one.
Yep, we've got that and a Eagle Rare. So we cleaned up yesterday.
Yes,
pretty good. So, but thanks again, everybody, for joining us on the Bluegrass Whiskey Review. Check us out frequently. We'll be having episodes weekly, and we will see you soon.